Alright, so I'm going to make a video that I've never made before, and I think I'll try to do this again in the future, but for as far as giving tips and tricks, I think this personally is a really good opportunity to explain to my viewing audience the way that you can optimize parts from a donor model. This time, the donor model that you can see right in front of you is the Mercedes-Benz Actros 4ACHS half-pipe kipper, art number 637/04 and 1/50th scale, made by NZG. I am no fan of European trucks, so I bought these for parts. I got 3 of these on a really killer deal from one of my favorite die-cast dealers, and there's a whole pile of parts that you can get off of this truck, and I'm going to show you that in just a second. But I'm just real quick going to go around the truck. Really for what I paid $50 for them. Most of the times they're like 70 or 80. But for what you get taking this model apart, and you have to be careful taking it apart, but for what you get taking this thing apart, it's really a killer deal, because you can do many different projects with the parts that you can get off of this truck. Now, the half-pipe dump body that they call it, you don't really see those in the United States or Canada, so that's not really useful for anything, but that's okay. You could use it for a number of things. Use it for anything, you could throw it away, doesn't matter. But one of the things that I needed it for was this multi-stage chrome cylinder, and then I noticed the fenders and the bull bar in the back. So kind of swing this around real quick. Nice little tailgate there. The hood and cab don't tilt or anything, but so anyway, now what I'm going to show you is when I take this truck completely apart, all the parts that I come up with. And I'll lay these out right here if they'll stay together. Right here in the front, we get 2 steer axles, which you saw, 2 rear dualies, 2 of these half fenders that are for, just go around one wheel, and then you get 2 of these fenders that go around 2 wheels. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to use these for. I don't have my mind made up for the single wheel fenders, but these tandem fenders can go over a first gear matte granite. I assume they could probably go over the Peterbilt too, over the rear wheels of that. And I was planning on making some roll-off trucks, roll-off container trucks, dumpster trucks, some people call them. And then that brings me to the next piece, which is this little push bar on the back. And most all dumpster trucks in the United States have these push bars on the back of them. So just a little JB welder epoxy, you can slap that on the back of the truck. And then also, of course, like I said, this multi-stage chrome cylinder, which is going to be for a dump truck project. But for the $50 a piece that I spent on these, I got a pile of parts that I can use on many different projects that will be extremely helpful. Of course, all these pieces can be stripped and repainted. They're metal. Fenders are metal. Push bars metal. The rims on the wheels you call them, those are plastic, so you can't strip them. You could repaint them. Tires are nice. They're real soft rubber, real almost like gel-like rubber. So they're kind of weird. But overall, you start with this truck. Load all this stuff up here in the back of the truck. You start with this truck, and you get all these pieces parts, and you can do a ton of different projects with them. So I thought I'd make this video. Like I say, I'm going to call this a parts optimization video. There's also, I have to go grab them real quick. There's also a quarter fender that you can see here. There's this little lattice cross hatch thing, and on the other side of the truck, I don't have these off, but once you take that cross lattice piece off there, there's a fuel tank back in there that you could use for something that pulls right off of the frame. There's also the exhaust work and the manifolds you can see in there. You could probably, if you're careful, take the horns off. You could probably reuse the mirrors if you were careful. Nothing special. But you can use practically anything and everything that comes off of this truck model. Again, I'm no fan of European trucks. I don't collect them, never will. But you can use all these pieces parts for... The possibilities are infinite that you could use these different pieces and parts for. So I thought I would show you guys that. There's a little bit of a steering function on this truck for anybody who's interested in the truck. But like I say, if I happen to come across another one of these, yeah, I'll probably do another video. But thought I would share that. If you get a chance and you're looking to make a dump truck model or a roll-off container truck model, this truck right here model, or any of the variants of it, would be an excellent donor model to get some pieces parts from. So that's it for this video. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the Mike's Models 2011 Facebook page and subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already. Stay tuned for more. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.